Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast.
Top of the morning to you. This is Rob.
And we're joined by...
E-Peasy.
E-Peasy's here. Yay.
Very excited about E-Peasy because I think you had something big happen today. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be speaking in this accent the whole time, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, listen, it's
Jesus.
all... Jesus. It's all... As long as you're doing it well, it's all that really matters, you know? So what was going on today? You look a little bright and red.
I ran
you
a
look
marathon.
you look like me, like I will later this day.
Later on today, I'm going to eat some corned beef and cabbage and
Drink excessively.
That's a little stereotypical.
I can now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got to come out on St. Patrick's Day, though.
We agreed on the 49th parallel, and it's been the longest undefended border in anywhere in the world.
Wait a minute. We don't defend that border?
No.
We don't have some kind of wall?
Nope.
What about if all those Canadians try and come in and steal our free health care?
There's white people on the other side. It's
Oh, okay. Good. I was worried there for a second.
Yeah, no, there's white people over there, so we don't care so much.
But there's French Canadians up there, too.
Yeah,
we...
the lakes protect us from them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Good. They can't swim?
No, they can't.
They don't...
Little known fact about French Canadians.
Little known fact about French Canadians, they don't bathe.
They're afraid of water. They're like rabid dogs. They're afraid of water.
I know one person who's going to be very upset about my French Canadian jokes.
Who's that?
Megan.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say Robin Thicke, and I was going to tell you he's got other problems in his life.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
God, see, he ruined it, and he shat on the segue. I pulled that segue out of nowhere, and he shat on the segue.
Well,
God.
Listen.
This is what I'm dealing with.
No,
what I'm dealing with. I get called. The segue gets called out by one of them, and the other one shits on the segue.
No, I have something. I have something.
Wait, are those
hold on,
lines?
everybody.
Everybody get up.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Probably like mile 25. I was like, oh my God, to pass gas or not. And I decided to not.
Well, I will
Marathon lesson number 1, never gamble on a flight.
I think this is the greatest success of the hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge.
What's a marathon?
Yeah.
And not your 15-pound weight loss?
No. Because I do that every so often, and then it just comes back.
Drinking soda?
Yeah. A marathon is
Are you
forever.
still not drinking soda?
I'm still not drinking soda.
Well, he gave that up for
honey.
Lent. That was for Lent, not for the OTA Fitness Challenge.
So after Easter, it's on again.
I'm just going to drink 2 liters like fucking nobody's business. What is Royal Farm going to do if Haloti not in Detroit now?
I don't know. We're not. I don't know.
He's not going to be on that billboard anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they're making chicken anymore.
He's not going to be on the billboard.
Chicken's done.
Oh.
Haloti took
Can
it
we
with
appreciate the pun that was just made? He's not going to be on the billboard anymore.
I like that.
But
yeah,
Manny.
Hit it, Manny.
I think I think it would be a genius piece of marketing if Royal Farm, just like the Mr. Royal Farm, just had a press conference. He's just like, listen, I know you all like our delicious chicken, but Haloti Nada took it with him to Detroit. Questions? And then just take...
Who is Mr. Can we have
Mr.
the chicken?
Royal Farm?
Mr. Royal Farm.
Can we have the chicken do the press conference? That I can sell. That I could sell to the ad guys.
The chicken do the press conference?
The yellow chicken.
Oh, yeah, like that mascot chicken?
Yeah. We have him do the press conference.
Like, I'm going to Detroit with Haloti.
Put on the Detroit jersey.
Yeah. And then,
oh,
and then everybody's so mad. And then just for a week, don't sell chicken at Royal Farm. Just like go dry for a week.
Oh, my God.
And then
listen,
people
Royal
will go
Farms.
Crazy.
If you decide to do this, I want you to understand that we hold 4 points on the back end of the ad buy. That's it. 4 points back into the ad buy. Just so that's clear.
Oh my God. I don't know why some businesses don't do this I'm sure that Royal Farm's making a mint on their chicken.
No, I'm sure it's fine. But
if you went dry for a week
and
just publicized the fact that you don't have chicken anymore then came back.
The chicken puts on the Detroit jersey. They're going to Detroit with Haloti Ngata.
Yeah.
And then you make some kind of buy. You do some cross promotion with like Mr. Bo or somebody. Like, we need to get the chicken back to Baltimore. Boom. He's back. He's in a Ravens jersey. You'll sell out. You'll sell out for weeks.
Oh, people will be lining up at the counter to get chicken.
This is why, listen, people, this is why you need to hire Corey and I away from our lucrative careers otherwise. Because we sit in a room and spitball for 15 minutes and we just made you $50 million right there. And all we ask is 4 points on the backside. That's not that bad.
You're gonna miss a week's worth of sales on the chicken. Don't get me wrong.
You're going to miss $10 million in sales.
It's going to hurt
50.
It's going to hurt that 1 week.
Right.
But you make it up.
And
in spade. With interest, you make it up.
And you plan it out so that you just don't order chicken. So there's no inventory loss. You're just not making income on it.
Yeah, and just tell all the people, like, sorry, Haloti Ngata took it.
When they ask, literally say that. Why not say that?
I'm sure he's still under contract.
He probably is.
So you can use his name.
You could do it anyway because you're referring to the old ads. Run the old ads in a box. They remain your intellectual property. So run it in the box and then have the chicken just say, as you know...
Or just run the old ads and then just have like somebody speak over top.
We're
like,
sorry.
Well, no, because like some of those ads, Haloti Ngata just looked up and he's just like, Haloti Ngata, do you enjoy your Royal Farms chicken? And he's like,
oh, that's right.
Just like a big smile. So like it's just like, Haloti Ngata, are you happy that you took Royal Farms chicken away from Maryland?
Yeah. Okay, wait.
You suck, Haloti Ngata.
We're going to modify that to a political style ad. Do you enjoy the chicken? He looks up and shakes his head. Freeze frame. It goes to black and white. Voiceover with a deep voice. Yes, he loved Royal Farms chicken. That's why he took it with him to Detroit. There you go.
Bum, bum, bum.
Big music, big ad. The chicken, maybe with a hobo stick walking down the row.
Detroit doesn't even have industry, but they have our chicken.
They've got casinos.
Oh, we should have.
They don't have any. They don't have any public services, yet they have Royal Farms chicken.
Actually, they don't really have public services either.
That's what I said. They don't have public services.
They don't have
but they have our Royal Farms chicken.
Can we just talk about how we went to Detroit and now Haloti Ngata's going there? I mean, it's obviously
wait.
Trailblazers.
Clearly, where's the Super Bowl next year? Let's go. Although, wait, I don't want Haloti Ngata to go there.
Yeah. Maybe we're just the forward for Haloti Ngata. Next year he'll be in Miami.
Well, I was going to say, he'll be in Miami
around
next
the NFL.
Yeah. Where can we send that?
He goes to New York, Miami.
What a life.
What I'm picturing, though, is that Corey sees the BMI ratings, goes, oh, great, a little less morbidly obese. And you see the penis ratings, you go, oh, a little more below average, but not much now. So that's good. A little less below average.
I look at the penis number and I'd be like, well, they're adding 5 to it, so...
And
I'm still in the normal range.
I prefer the Adam Carolla method of measurement. So, yeah, no. So, for those guys out there, just listen to the sound of my voice. 1, don't get excited by the news. You can't have a big reaction one way or the other.
Number 1, don't get excited by the news because we don't want the blood all rushing there at the same time.
Because we don't want you to go from 3.73, which is the flaccid average, to that fully erect 5.17, which is, by the way, average in the United States. 5 inches, 5.17 inches. It's 5 1/8. It's ridiculous.
EB, I haven't preface this beforehand, but how many do you think have been above average and below average in your lifetime?
No comment.
Based on that number? Really? You're not gonna? Because I would be interested. Here's the thing. I think it's all. I've said from the beginning that it's all bullshit. Because while you're fucking the girl, you're like the biggest and the best she's ever had.
Right.
And as soon as you break things off,
oh yeah,
you little dick bitch. Yeah. I faked it the whole time. Like,
right.
Okay, I don't believe anything you said.
I believe the proof is in the pudding.
Which pudding exactly?
The love pudding. Whenever you, you know when it's happening, whether or not it's going well or not.
Here's the thing. I say if you let me put my penis inside you, it's adequate. That's all I really care about.
It's at least good enough.
Although I will say, I've told this to my.
I've never had anybody like. I've never had the trow drop. And had some woman go like, "Oh no, sugar!"
Right.
It ain't happening.
I think that tells you that you're fine.
Yeah.
Because this is what I tell my female friends too. They're like worried about being. No, I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm like, listen, I have never in my life, and
Yeah.
I'm the one to ask, I've never had somebody get naked in front of me and being like, no thanks. I was down, but I'm not anymore.
You know, I just now thought about it.
Right.
No.
Right? But similarly, for whatever it's worth, I've never had somebody be like, oh, about that. I'm good, thanks. So I assume I'm adequate and I move forward with that.
Now, to be fair, I have had like about 75%, like once the trowel dropped, go like, no, it's okay. We can keep doing it. It'll be funny.
Funny.
Oh, good. Okay, sure. Well,
Can I tweet about it while it happens?
Oh my god.
Hashtag Corey's tiny dick.
oh yeah, Corey. Oh, you were right there. Did you notice you have a piece missing in your ceiling?
I don't mean to alarm you, but you might need to get new tiles. These are looking a bit haggard.
Right, yeah. So that's...
Yeah.
Anyway, so guys, stop stressing about it. And girls, what is it they call size queens? Is that what they are?
I don't know.
Do you know, is that the right term? Size queen?
I don't know.
The girls that say the size matters?
No, the girls who are like, I only fuck big dick dudes.
Oh.
Those girls exist. And by the way, I dated one of them for 3 years. So I don't really know that's really that true.
Oh, so you're lumping yourself in with the unsized.
Well, but then I did date the girl who was a size queen for 3 years. So, I mean, who's to say?
I like how you laugh at that yourself.
You see what I did? Well, you see
so,
I love how she classified herself as a size queen.
She was a size queen.
That's either
She's
a
hard.
that's either a laugh of yeah, I did that, or that's a laugh of horrible depression.
It was both. So Robin Thicke,
Yeah.
who is a genius,
Who is
the performer of his time,
can now legally be called a thief.
A hack.
hack, of course.
Hack thief.
Yes, he's a hack.
He's a
Right,
hack.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
You know.
I'm going to let you tirade. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to check some emails.
Well, I know what the argument from the other side of this is going to be, which is how can you copy a feel? Not how can you cop a feel. How can you copy a feel?
I thought you were asking for a second. I thought we were going to have a different conversation.
We're back to penises again.
Well, when a man and a woman really like each other very much, or have had too much to drink on St. Patrick's Day.
As half of the listeners right now know.
I just like to imagine there's one person with earbuds, like, at the bar. Like, yo, bitch, let me see them titties.
Only through tirade.
If I can't hear it, then I can't. Yeah, whatever.
Only through tirade. Go ahead. Let's hear the bullshit.
The second I heard Robin Thicke's song, Blurred Lines, well, I should probably change that. The minute I heard Pharrell Williams' song, Blurred Lines, which Robin Thicke got a writing credit on because apparently he wasn't feeling enough of a man, so he had to get added in on there.
Right. Well, he was cheating
according
on his
to
wife.
testimony. Yeah.
Cheating on his wife and doing a lot of blow, so.
Right. The first time I heard it, I said, wow, this sounds alarmingly like Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
And I feel like that is the line that we should be separating whether or not it... Just like the first time I heard Sam Smith. I said, wow, this sounds alarmingly like Tom Petty.
Okay.
It was like an instant reaction that I had in my head.
Right.
Now, if my reaction is not like, wow, this sounds exactly like a specific Tom Petty song that I heard, or a specific Marvin Gaye song that I heard, but rather, this sounds a lot like the type of music that the Beatles used to do. Like, so...
Pharrell sounds a lot like Parliament Funkadelic at times.
Right. Yeah,
like... Get that,
or, you know... I feel like everybody who's ever done anything artistic before will have this moment where you're... If I'm watching Aaron Sorkin, I come home from work, I watch 5 episodes of The West Wing, and then I go to write. My writing is going to become a lot more...
Right. Now, are you stealing from Aaron Sorkin?
No.
Okay.
But I'm taking the influence of hearing the way that the way he writes.
It has the same vibe, though. It has the same vibe.
Yeah, but it's not stealing because it's not... Almost,
it's not stealing.
It's not exactly the same as what he does.
Well, and Here's
Here's the difference. If I sit down and write, and my writing is just more flourished.
Right.
Because I watched 5 episodes of West Wing before, it's not stealing. But if I watch 5 episodes of West Wing, and then all of a sudden I'm writing just like a West Wing episode, then it is stealing.
During the week, we discussed how a German mathematician and an English mathematician separately came up with the same idea.
Right.
Separate and independent of each other. Right?
Yes.
Except for maybe not. Because some of the early drafts of the Englishmen were passed around to schools in Germany, and some of the early drafts of the Germans' writing were passed around in Paris at a time when the English mathematician was in Paris. So maybe at a dinner party they heard someone mentioning something about it, and then they worked together or separately of each other, or one copied the other. So we don't know, because it may have been an incidental hearing. Now, it could be that Pharrell Williams, and I don't know that he does, I don't know Pharrell, but let me just assume that maybe, I'm not going to assume, but maybe just say he smoked a little pot, and he was in the car, and he was texting to Robin Thicke and saying, man, we got to come up with a new beat, there's got to be something, and Marvin Gaye's on in the car, because the driver likes Marvin Gaye. And then Marvin Gaye goes off.
I like that you assume that he's being driven around and not smoking and texting high.
Well, he probably is high and texting, but he's probably not driving.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine. Hey, I'm safe even in my dreams. So then he gets to the recording studio, and he has a beatbox, and he's dropping a beat, and it sounds great, and it's got a vibe. And Robin walks in and goes, "Oh, I could do this. We could do this." And he goes in, and they lay down a track, and it sounds remarkably like like Marvin Gaye, because 50 minutes beforehand he heard Marvin Gaye. And it gave it the same what?
Vibe.
Gave it the same vibe, but it didn't have the same units. And the second problem with it is that the children who had nothing to do with the song, who are really just looking to profit off the song, are the ones who are making money.
I'm not about that.
Smokey Robinson, who is alive, apparently, if he sues, I'm more okay with it.
Because he just had a birthday, too.
It's the person who produces the music who's suing, not the money-grubbing kids.
Most people wouldn't notice it.
Okay.
Most people wouldn't say, like, wow, those are all these songs with the same 4 notes?
You are not most people. You can't use yourself as the example. I'm the example. I don't listen to things that are older than 15 years old. You get to Nirvana, you're at the early edge of what I care about. So my point of that is that most people, you are not most people.
Yeah.
You cannot be the comparison. And you are unable to say, I can see your point, how if somebody wasn't a music aficionado like me, that they wouldn't be able to hear it. That's it. If you change the first chapter of The Great Gatsby and change the words
read my book, The Great Hacksby,
okay,
and then you read The Great Gatsby, and it's the same exact fucking book, only the words have been changed.
Right.
Synonyms are all throughout. Then what's the point?
No, you're right. You should sue them. You should sue them. That's not what this is. If I write,
essentially what this is.
If I write a book about a billionaire who keeps to himself but throws parties to have people around him, should the estate of F. Scott Fitzgerald be able to sue me?
Nope.
But that's what Blurred Lines is to the Marvin Gaye song.
No,
it has the same feeling, but
it's the Great Hacksby. It's exactly what it is.
It has the same feeling, but it doesn't have the same notes or the lyrics or anything. It just has the same feeling. I'm creating the same feeling in my book, but I'm not using the same words, and I'm not using any of the same characters' names or anything. It just has the same feel. But by your rule, that is me taking away from F. Scott Fitzgerald.
I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree.
We're going to have to agree that you're wrong. And
by that, Corey's right.
We're going to agree that you're wrong, because the entire world agrees with me.
Here's the important question.
Yeah.
What's going on? The answer?
OhTheAnthem.com.
Corey at OhTheAnthem.com. OhTheAnthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, and the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's the number again?
It is, hold on a second, I'm going to change one digit on each one and just make it slightly different. Okay. So it can't be, so it's 332.
God, Corey, you're such a hack.
108.
Well, he was that before. This doesn't make him
6484. There we go.
And now, can you say the right one?
443-219-7595.
You don't understand how branding works. Giving out the wrong number doesn't help.
Well, no, I'm just trying to. I'm hoping that number's more popular, and we can make money off of it, and then we'll sue ourselves. Make a big stink.
Okay,
we should sue ourselves in
right.
court. It seems like everyone's talking about Robin Thicke this week.
Yeah.
I know a lawyer.
Yeah.
I can't represent us.
Can I just write the Great Hacksby, and then we'll just make a big point out of it? We'll make a big dog and pony show out of it?
Like getting sued by Scott
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. Yeah, they don't care. That's the problem. They're not money grubbers. They know that they have more than enough than they'll ever need, so they don't care.
So you think this is just all about
All about
the
Marvin
kids
Gaye.
wanting the money?
If anyone had any lick of intelligence in their head, they would have offered him $5 million 2 years ago to walk the fuck away and sign a confidentiality agreement.
Yeah.
That would have been it. But because it wasn't about the music, it wasn't about any of that. It was just about the money. In this litigious society, all I'm saying is vote for me for benevolent dictator. I will send people like Corey.
I don't think that's how it works.
Marvin Gaye's children to Camp
Vote for me
Asshat.
for dictator.
Camp Asshat. Out
Well,
in
at
the
least
West
they'll be
Texas
benevolent.
Desert. Yeah, benevolent dictator.
Yeah.
President for life, same thing. Anyway, you can find me when you're not voting for me for benevolent dictator at Robert N. Cheek at all your social networks. Check out my website at adeaddrop.com or adeaddrop.com.
At a dead drop.
Well, that's on Twitter. And foundingthefuture.us for my political blog and themovementinsurrection.com for my book, which is available on Amazon. And you should read it, buy it, and read it, and tell me if you think it's derivative of anything else. There you go.
EP, do you want us to find you anywhere?
You can find me on Twitter at EPZ3.
That's EPEEZY 3. The number 3.
That's right.
But don't put number 3, because that's way too long of a Twitter
Jesus.
handle.
Yeah, no, that would be. It's just the number 3.
Yeah, the 3.
Arabic digit.
Yeah.
3.
That's the only place I like to be found by randoms, so that's the only place you guys get.
That and Tinder. Ooh,
You can find her on Twitter.
Tinder.
If you find her on Tinder, swipe right.
Swipe right. Anyway,
Just say nice things about her.
You've been
It's all
listening.
yours.
Shaking my damn head right over there.
You've been listening to the O the Anthem podcast, part of the O the Anthem digital network for Corey and EPZ, part of the 26.2 club. This is Rob. Enjoy your St. Pat's and have a great week, everybody.
Aaron, go brah.
Blurred something. It's not derivative. It's not derivative.